Hey pups, Pup Copper here again. And yeah, so we did some stuff last time. We got our tier 4 parts automated, and we shot stuff up to the space elevator, and yeah, now we're going to have some fun here with oil tech. Speaking of which, we actually need to unlock oil processing first. And as it just so happens, I have all the parts to do that because I gathered them while off camera. So let's load this up. So we did that, that, and that. Oh, I need more of these and more of these. There we go. Perfect. Oh. Bam.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Alright, so we just unlocked oil. Hoorah! Now, that gives us access to the basic oil parts, so that's plastic, rubber, resin, which there are a couple things you can do with if you have alternative recipes, otherwise you can just sink it. Petroleum coke, which is also useful if you have some alternative recipes, but otherwise you can just throw it into the awesome sink. Or a coal generator if you really want to, but we're not doing that today. No. Heavy oil residue, which we are going to be doing stuff with, and that's what you use to make petroleum coke out of. And then fuel, which we're not going to do anything with now, but we're going to do stuff with it later once we've all unlocked one of the other tier 5 milestones, that's called alternative fluid packaging. But until then, we're just gonna do stuff, and I'll explain kind of what we're gonna do and what the oil cycle looks like. We can now, before we get into that, I am going to go over here because we'll need a lot of parts. Also, doing stuff off camera is giving the game a chance to build up some parts we're going to need for this, because we're going to need quite a bit. So, we'll open up our handy dandy menu here. And nope, we don't need power. We need the refinery. So, I put together a handy dandy spreadsheet here. We're going to be tapping the 2 pure nodes that are off on what's called the Gold Coast. This is that western coastline that's kind of in the middle of the map, and it has some islands, and there are 2 pure nodes and 2 normal nodes. What we're going to do is we're going to overclock the 2 pure nodes to 300. And we're not going to, in theory, we could overclock each of those nodes to 600, but we're not going to do that because we don't have access to the Mark II pipes yet. So there's no point in going above 300 for right now. But anyways, with this 600 oil per minute, it's going to go into 10 plastic refineries and 10 rubber refineries. And each of those will take in 30 oil per minute, so it's going to consume 600 oil. And it's going to produce 20 per, each refinery is going to produce 20 per minute each of plastic and rubber, which is good. That's what we need. And we'll store that away and kind of hold off on building transport lines until we have the packaged fuel ready to go. So we're going to get 200 per minute each of rubber and plastic, and we're also going to get a byproduct out of it called heavy oil residue. Now, you can't sink fluids in the game, and hold on, I'm going to move away from like a constructor here because I can't hear myself talk. There we go. There we go. Alright, anyways. Heavy oil residue. You can't sink the fluids, so usually if you've unlocked the fluid packaging tier, or you have fuel power plants, which are a different tier, you can just turn the heavy oil... The easiest thing to do is just to turn the heavy oil residue into fuel, whether it's packaged fuel or fuel that's going through a pipe to a power plant, and just get rid of it that way, because it's doing something useful. What we're going to do for right now is we're going to turn this 300 per minute of heavy oil residue into petroleum coke. And well, like I said before, you can burn petroleum coke in a coal plant, but we're not doing that because I just looked at it and thought, yeah, that's a great idea because I could build 36 plants, get 2,700 megawatts out of it, and I'm just like, no, because that's basically to get this equivalent, you have to tap only 2 pure nodes at 270 per minute. So we're just no. We're just gonna put it in the petroleum coke. And we're just gonna send it into the often sink, and we're just gonna keep that going until it's time for us to upgrade to oil power or fuel power rather. So yeah. But yeah, this whole setup will require us to build 27.5 refineries, call it 28, and 28 times 30 is 840 megawatts of power. So I believe we have more than enough right now, so let's go check that. Yeah, we've got plenty of power. That's going to push us to the limit, though. That's going to push us to the limit. Not quite, but still, it's going to put us very close. So let's go and do this. So, get rid of these miners there. 2 oil extractors, please. And all right. Wow, that's a lot of stuff we're gonna need. Well, let's at least get the pipes first. Gee. I'm really glad that pipes stack to 400 or to 200 now. Otherwise, this whole process would be very painful, and we would need like a truck to go out there with us. There we go. Oh wait, that's right. I was gonna because we're gonna need some belts, some high capacity belts. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be enough. Alright, now we'll just drop in some more encased industrial beams. We're gonna need a lot. 310 motors. Oh, golly. What is it Kivit says? This is a real meme? Yeah. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, let's just, like, get rid of stuff from our inventory because we're gonna need the space. I don't need the computers. I don't really need the beacons at the moment. Color gun's debatable. Don't need the black powder. Don't need nearly as much this. Actually, I make the argument that I don't even need this at all. Let's see. I don't need the AI limbers because I'm not planning on building smart splitters. What I'll do is I'll just turn the... Do I have the inhalers? Yeah, I do. Great. Yeah, this is just kind of the tedium of getting ready to go exploring. Well, not really exploring. More so just kind of doing stuff. Alright, I think that's enough inventory space. I don't need as many of those. I do need to refill on a couple of things while I'm over here. And while we're at it, let's... Whoop, that's not good. There we go. We're gonna need 4 awesome sinks to... Because right now we only have belts that are capable of 270 items per minute. So we're gonna need to, like, be a little creative. So we need that. And for the next... Ooh, that's a big oof. Yeah, for the next couple of milestones, we need rubber and plastic in order to unlock them. So I'll just queue up the... Well, and we need industrial manufacturing to unlock... Oh, wait, do I already have heavy motor frames? Did that advanced... Oh, that was something we can unlock, but it's just kind of a thing. Okay, so we'll just select that. Do I have a bunch of these? Yes. Yay, drop pods. Alright, we're just going to leave this alone for now. Since we need the plastic anyways, we'll just wait until we have a bunch. And we're going to go to the desert. Or, not the desert, but we're going to go to the coast here. And I will see you guys in a hot minute. Alright, so we are at the Gold Coast here. And I'm looking north. Well, there's north, actually. Stinky Rocks. Up way up there is a pure bauxite node that we'll make use of later in the game. You can see our space elevator there. There's another pure bauxite node somewhere up there in the Red Forest. And what do you know? I've already done some work out here. No, I didn't do this while I was traveling. No, I actually did this off camera. And, you know, this is a very luxurious experience to do it. And I put up light poles and everything. Just wait until it gets night in the game. Yeah, so... Now, I will say, I did not... It may look like it took me a while to do this, but I have to say, the most cumbersome part was putting up the power poles and the lamps. Because the concrete was relatively easy. Because y'all, I have to say, I have seen the light. Hallelujah. I have seen the light, and I am now a fan of Smart Mod. I'm not going to do a whole thing on it because you can find videos by Kibitz and Total Eclipse and the Smart Mod developer, him or herself, that outlines what Smart Mod does, but basically it's a mass build tool. And, well, okay, I'll just give you guys an example here. So, you have the arrow on this, it's rotated a certain way, and I'll align that, and I'm hitting my left shift, and voila, I extend out. And now I'm extending there, I can build a whole bunch of stuff. And now there is a thing to prevent abuse in this. You actually have to have the materials in your inventory to do this. And if you've been following the videos that Coffee Stain Studios puts out every week in advance of the updates, and the newest update is update 5, which will be coming in like a week and change. Actually, no, it'll be coming under just, yeah, a week and change, because it'll come out on the 26th. But anyways, update 5 will have a tool that's similar to Smart Mod called Zooping, but Zooping will only work for like wall panels and concrete foundations. Smart Mod works on foundations, it works on walls, conveyor belts, the belt supports and hypertube supports, and I guess pipe supports are also zoopable. But Smart Mod has a lot of stuff available. Oh, there's that quartz node, or quartz thingy. I was wondering where that was. But anyways, Smart Mod is a great tool because if you're in my other playthrough, that's kind of my for funsies playthrough, I just built a massive fuel power plant, and yeah, I've gotten burnt out building 26 power plants before. I just I just smart modded 100 fuel power plants, and that's only half the setup I'm building. And it was fantastic because, you know, it was so easy to put the foundations down. I mean, this would take it a couple of hours to be replacing each single tile. Well, maybe not hours, but it would take a while. And it would just be mind-numbing and boring and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, we have this giant panel of stuff, and what are we going to do with it? We're going to put stuff on top of it. And if I look for crude oil, well, oh no, there it is. Alright, so our pure deposit is somewhere over here. Alright, so we're just going to... Yeah, let's do it like that. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I'll tell you what, let's build a little lookout tower here. Now, I will say, I built that massive fuel power plant in my other save game with the aid of the jetpack and the hover pack. So, yeah, I'm a little further along. So, yeah, this is not, we're going to have to kind of go basic. But we'll make do. I've done this before. It looks harder than it actually is. Alright, so, what we're going to do is, I think we're going to put this refinery here. And the way Smart Mod works is that I'm going to, like, position the building here, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I just placed 10 refineries there. It's great. Now, the one drawback about Smart Mod that I don't like, just because it's kind of annoying, is that it doesn't update the little build list thingy on the side here. You'll see that I had 28 refineries listed, and now it's only 27. It only counts that first building that you place if you have a build list going. But, you know, you can easily go in and adjust that. Oop. I did not mean to do that. And that should be 18. Alright, and let's see, the other pure node is back in there, I believe? Yeah, because I think over there are the 2 normal nodes. I'll have to check. Because we're going to have to bring in the other node somehow. Probably zooping. Anyways. What I'm going to... And eventually we'll just consolidate it around, like... I'm trying to think here what I want to do, because I want to future-proof this, but at the same time... yeah. Oh! Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, eventually when we do have the Mark II pipes and I can overclock this to 600, we'll just split it off to go to both of these. But for right now... Alright, let's go meet the locals. Because we may have to clear some stuff out to get to that pure node. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we don't need to do anything. That's great. We need to go back and get some more copper shoes, because we are not done with pipes. I'm just going to pick this up. I can do better than this. And now we're swimming under this. Zooping in action. And we're just gonna... Yeah, we're running out of copper sheets. We're gonna need more. So, yeah. I'm gonna go get those because we're gonna need a lot more. And first, though... Where is my power shard? Alright, now we're gonna boot this. Hey pups, and we're back, and ready to go here. I mean, I don't know why I just did that, because there's not gonna be anything here. I've cleared it all out. It's just us and the sluggos and the smelly rocks. Well, lights haven't come on yet. Oh, there they go. There they went. See? They're all red. So we've got this cool little thing going. Yeah. Yeah, it's neat, isn't it? Yeah, I want to put one, like, over here somewhere at some point. You know, I guess while I'm over here... Oh, I took out my my AI limiters. Well, that's good. I've got tons of copper wire and some quick wire on there. Done. Let's see. Yeah, these are gonna... Technically, that should be a 480 line because these are gonna both be 200 lines, but you work with what you have. Oh, phooey! I used a regular splitter. Smart splitter. There we go. Really? I did that twice? Oh, jeez. What is it with me today? Okay. Perfect. So our center output is going to be overflow. Left output is going to be... I guess this will be rubber on this line. So let's see. Where's rubber? Rubber, 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 rubber. Am I missing it? Did I just not know how else? There it is. Alright, and where's the input? There's the input. So this is going to be right. It's going to be plastic. And center is going to be overflow. Great. Great, great, great. Not residual plastic. Actually, what is? Oh, it takes resin. Phooey. Now, for the fun of belting stuff together. But anyways, like I was going to say, for the heavy oil residue recipe we're going to use, each refinery will take in 40 heavy oil residue and spit out 120 petroleum coke. So right now what we have is our rubber setup here is going to take in, or going to output 200 heavy oil residue per minute. So what we can do is build 4 refineries, math. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. 2, 3. 4, 5. And the numbers here should be just fine. So let's see, where is the petroleum coke? There it is. Yep, 40 to 120. Alright. And just as a quick note here, when it comes to pipes, I mean, you can try load balance, but I try and just balance to the total system, because pipes and fluids are so much more difficult to load balance than physical items, so I just don't try to do it. I just overflow everything and make sure the whole system level matches what I need. I mean, yes, in theory there are ways of load balancing fluids, but I just don't really feel like it's worth my time. Alright, so that was the rubber side. And all we have to do now is just hook this belt up to our little storage setup over there. So we'll just grab the Mark III belts here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run power. Actually, I'm going to be smart about this. Not the neatest roll of power poles, but it works. Yep. Okay. Cool. And when I'm ready, I'll just run these guys off of these power poles as well, along with the oil derrick. Set another shard here. Bump this up to 300. Great, pipes are filling up. Stuff's gonna get made. Everything's hooked up now. Oh yeah, stuff's moving and grooving here. See? See, we've got our first batches of rubber coming out. So we're just gonna let that fill up while we work on this side now. Alright, so now we just need 3 more refineries. Where's my watchtower? I'm probably not going to get this lined up perfectly. Well, that's not what I intended to do, but oh well. so we're just gonna build some more pipey pipes. So that's all set up. And we're just gonna do a merger there. Actually, why don't I just load balance 120? That merger. Yeah. Alright, now we just build two. Let's see, now I want Mark III belts. Okay. These are all ready to go. I think all these are ready to go as well. So let's turn on the plastic. Alright, let's go check for lights real quickly and see if we've got any problems. Okay, so far so good. All these look like they're just waiting. We got plastic! So I have some very cautious optimism here because our power grid hasn't failed. Yeah, that's a problem I need to address. But yeah, we got stuff. We're starting to get more plastic in Barbie's dream house. Yeah, cool. So I think that does it, pups. I mean, we got plastic and rubber, and yeah, that's great. I mean, yeah, and we're damaging the environment even further. So all in all, good work. So I guess next time we'll just work towards converting our petroleum coke over into fuel. You know, or that residue stuff over into fuel, and working all that out, and just keep building upwards. So yeah, so stay tuned for more videos from me, Pup Copper, by pawing that like button and booping that subscribe button. So until next time, pups. Arroo!